An elven wind catcher. You've heard about these. The Moorhair believe they can catch Heron's essence from the wind.
Like a plan. Sure.
I understand.
You have the decision where you can resolve this full RPG or RTS style. Interesting.
That way?
Sure.
I didn't think it would work like that.
Sounds
I
like
thought
a
you'd
plan.
be forced into RTS if it was required. But it's good that
Fair
this
enough.
you have a
Let's
choice.
do this. Get ready.
You'll regret this. Whatever's necessary.
That's really cool. Ah, come on.
Corporal?
Yes.
How do we get up here? Oh, this way?
Here we go.
Will do. Alright, why not? Understood.
It's so green, isn't it?
Got it.
So green.
Got
Makes you think like I personally would love to live here if I was in this world.
it. This way, right? That's the way?
That way?
Oh. Loot. Old mysterious page. Old mysterious page. Wait. To call upon magic is to test the focus of the mind. As a man tests his discipline when calling upon his strength, must test focus. When to shout. No.
Sure.
I'm not reading any more books. I'm done with reading for tonight. Maybe later.
You asked for this.
What?
There should be a button next to the gold. No knowledge for us.
Keep you shielded!
Do not make me feel guilty.
You've read my mind.
Next to gold.
That's all? I'm only getting started.
Just give the word.
Alright, why not?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
We can read the books. It's just, I don't think they're going to give us any information. So I didn't read page 2. The call upon magic is to test the focus of the mind, as a man must test the discipline when calling upon his strength so much he must. So too must he test his focus when magical pursuits. When a shaper has achieved such mastery of magical pursuits, the boundaries of physical world dissipate. Rigorous study, deep concentration, and above all, perseverance contribute to the success of the endeavor. A mage may practice these skills anywhere, whether in solitude or in presence of one's peers here at the temple. What matters most is the dedication of the mage to his craft. Should a shaper wish to what? Should a shaper wish to Costry of magic requires more than magic. Magic draws upon the entirety of a person inside and out. It is therefore equally important that a shaper aspiring to master magic possesses a hunger for knowledge. All those who study at the temple are required to demonstrate this passion. This quality drives growth and experience of a mage. Contrast the mage who holds no curiosity for the wider world with the mage that craves knowledge more than the air he breathes. The mage who seeks to broaden his mind will find success where the other only finds frustration. Mastery of the magical arts is achieved through desire to know the working of the world, not just through the process itself, as one cannot appreciate a hard day's work without actually doing the work. I've read this, actually. I've read this one, yeah. An illiterate wizard? Certain dialogue options require you to at least right-click those quest books for a flag to interesting. I read that one. I don't know what these notes are. I think there's there was a chest or something I couldn't unlock. I mean, to be fair, I have read most of them. No, I think there's a chest. There was a chest with a combination lock that we had to open, but it wouldn't. I didn't know the lock open thing. The lock open thing. The combination.
Got it.
The lock open thing.
Understood.
Let's heal.
Will do.
Sure.
I saw that.
Whatever's necessary. I'm dead.
Did he do Holy Shield?
Danger up ahead.
Christ, we're hurting. We're hurting. We're okay. Open the chest. Nah.
This way, right?
Health potions, never a bad thing, never a bad thing. We need to be up here. I feel like maybe it's here, maybe?
Sounds like a plan.
Maybe we can scooch around there. There's definitely something here. There we go.
Huh?
Interesting.
The corpse looks fresh, where the shack may have sunk years ago. Probably the looter. Still sad.
Sure.
Sure. Blasted armor.
Give me venom sacks. I think I need venom sacks. Yeah, 6 venom sacks. And the fire nettle.
You'll regret.
Do you see that 4 out of 4 tears icon you have in the top right hand corner? Yes. That resource can be regenerated in RTS mode. I don't know what it is. Revival charges? Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing.
Should be.
Las
And
Guenas.
don't ask me why there's no one guarding the entrance.
Let's take a look around.
Las Guenas. I was just about to say the old zombies, but they're not. Wait, there's a trader guy. Oh, all the way over there. Yeah, I'm going. Screw that. Good day, elvish people. Will you help me? Blueprint.
can't believe we're still having this discussion. Tell me, Arden, where was Ellen in all those years when our people were on the run? Just face it, she never helped us. None of the Guardians did.
Well, maybe they would.
Question. Can I move the camera around? Like... orientation. There you go. Home. Oh, no. Let's reset. How do you move the camera orientation? Toggle follow camera. I can't remember. Yeah, because I'm constantly finding myself with camera angles where there are things blocking the view of the players talking. And it's very annoying. Q&E.
Would have if it weren't for heretics like you. We are Ellen's children, all of us.
No, Q&E are a different thing. I just thought maybe it
We are the children of our mothers and our fathers, for heck's sake. If you are so pious...
ruining his dialogue there. Quick load of switch active control scheme. Zoom in, rotate. There you go. Page up, page down.
Then why did you leave
That's
Fiddlemere in
it.
the first place? What we need is rationality and reason, not praying to the gods that have left us.
Heresy, Varden. This is heresy.
Heresy?
Huh? And Everon? What are you doing here?
What are these two arguing about?
I don't see why that concerns you. How did you get in here anyway? Get lost.
I walked.
Intriguing.
Huh? What is it? Who are you?
Just a traveler. Don't mind me.
Salangar, a pure blood. Just when I thought this day couldn't get any better.
Not what I'd call myself. I haven't been in Finn and Mir for 8 years.
Is that so? Well, who am I to judge? Who let you in?
There weren't any guards.
What? Great. Just great. This is getting better and better. But please, forgive my manners. I'm Varden Merilith, second scryer of Lathwain. Who are you?
Lathwain.
And what do
Okay.
you want? Are you with the soldiers?
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 The army folk. But if you have to ask, I suppose you're on your own. Tell me then, what brings you here?
That's a long story.
So you're the corporal from Leon?
There you go.
Well, that's a surprise. I know the story. And once more, I would like to apologize
Yeah.
for what Scryer Elion
My
did.
feet
She should not have opened
let
fire.
me in.
And also, I would
My
like to
brain?
express my admiration for your courage. I know you refused to carry out the order your general gave you.
How?
A scout observed the conversation you had with that man. Either way, your story sounds bizarre, but I don't think you are lying. And after the events in Lianan, it's only fair if we help you now. To make up for it. Not to
Damn.
mention the fact that the blood burn needs to be stopped.
I didn't
So
think
you'll
they would
provide
help
with
us.
troops?
It's not that simple.
Oh, there you go.
I have to bring up the matter before the other scryers, and they all have to agree. But not now. We currently have our own sack of problems to deal with.
Yeah, let me guess. There's some sort of enemy in the fog of war down here that we have to deal with. Stop using your brain. They've said that before. Yeah. Don't use your mind. Resolving the situation in this map gives you access to the Elven race. Okay.
Are you the leader of this place?
One of them, yes. I'm the second scryer, and the Moorhere Council is made up of 6 scryers in total. 7, actually, but our eldest passed away recently. Which complicates the decision-making, as you can imagine.
What problems do you have?
The short version? Leafshade has been struck by the blood burn.
Oh,
Elves and
come
animals
on.
are affected, and for some reason it has a different effect on us than it has on your race. It corrupts us.
Corrupted
Drives
elves.
us mad. And if that weren't enough, the council can't decide on a course of action. Pathetic, isn't it? People are dying, but all we do is bicker.
How many of you are affected?
Not as many as in your kind. 1 in 10, maybe. And for some reason, the infection only spreads outside the city borders.
We were attacked by an old elf near the village. He seemed to have gone mad. Was that this corruption?
If he had been drooling like a rabid animal and his skin had been covered in blisters full of pus, then yes. You said he was old.
Yes.
Then it might have been old Ravel. He went out hunting a week ago and never returned. Blazes. What a mess.
Where do you and Finrior disagree?
Oh, that's simple. Finrior claims that the corruption has nothing to do with the Bloodburn, but is a curse of the Guardians. Of Ellen, to be precise.
The Guardians aren't children throwing tantrums.
Yes. And in these days, I doubt they could even if they wanted to. The Guardians are gone. This is a fact we have to deal with.
I like this guy.
So where do you think this corruption comes from?
As I said, I think it's just how we elves react to the Bloodburn.
I'd like to know that too, Confusion. It would be interesting to know what I missed out on.
As I said, I'm trying to find a cure for the Bloodburn. Maybe I might be able to help.
You want this alliance to happen as quick as possible, don't you? Well, yes, maybe your knowledge about the Bloodburn could indeed help us. Give me a moment to think this through, will you? There are some things I need to consider.
All right.
Varden, please, would you mind leaving these travelers alone with your obscure theories?
Yes, sure.
We have to leave him?
Just keep on acting as if the Bloodburn isn't a
Oh,
threat.
talk to the scries?
Blazes,
Oh.
wake up! We need to face the facts or we will go down. It's as simple as that.
Facts? There aren't any facts. There's no evidence that the Bloodburn is related to this at all.
Is that so? And what about
Sam
your
found
Guardian
a
theory?
Christmas bauble.
We should probably talk to the other scryer too.
Okay, let's find another scryer. Yeah, Sam's going crazy. There's one that...
Sounds like a
No,
plan.
that's... We have to talk to this guy.
What? Who are you? Who
I
let
just
you
had
in?
this conversation
The
with
gate
the
was
other
unguarded.
guy.
Really? Next thing you know, this place is being overrun by undead because the guards have all gathered to hear us bicker. You're from Gravefell, aren't you? I recognize that accent. I'm Arlen Finrior, first scryer of this settlement. What do you want?
I'm looking for allies, but let me start from the beginning.
I can't remember the name of the map.
So,
The
you're
one
child.
after
Well,
you
You're
rescue
lucky, I believe, that the
Clara.
Guardians have given us all a free will. I can see that you're nothing like your father, and it's true that the Bloodburn has to be ended. I can agree with those crazy cultists on that much.
So you're going to help us?
I would if I could, but as you may have gathered by now, we have our own battle to fight here. Ellen has cursed us.
We know why he thinks Ellen's cursed him.
You're talking about the Bloodburn, right? The corruption?
Ah, so you've had a chat with Merilith already? No, the corruption has nothing to do with the Bloodburn. It's a curse inflicted by Ellen, the Mistweaver, our Holy Mother. Briefly put, we were cast out of the Finnenmere Empire after we expressed doubts about the Elven Council.
Yes, I know the story.
As you can imagine, the years we spent on the road searching for a new home were strenuous. And as a result of that, more and more of our people lost faith in the Guardians, which is ironic, since our faith was one of the reasons we were cast out in the first place.
And what does all this have to do with the corruption?
Isn't it obvious? It's Ellen's punishment for us turning our backs on her.
You mean...
Religious
Ellen has
people.
protected our kind for millennia. And now, we have betrayed her. This is her punishment.
If we help you lift this curse, would you be willing to ally yourselves with us?
Well, the Bloodburn is a scourge for all races, so Yes. Should you help us, I could take up the matter with the other scryers. But let me think about it first, will you? This isn't something I can decide on the spot.
We're definitely helping
Now you fed
Varden.
them the same nonsense. Well done, Finrior. What Salagar, this is getting ridiculous.
Definitely
if nothing
Varden.
happens, we'll still be arguing in our graves. Tell me, your offer, does it still stand? An outsider who isn't dependent on the councils could be just what we need.
Happy to help.
As I said, I'm happy to help.
Good. Blazes, you have no idea how good it is to talk with a person of reason for once. Come, let's discuss this elsewhere.
Now, it might bite us in the ass if the elves are quite religious, but we'll see.
Let me see.
That's better. Blasted, isn't it incredible how this old man is unwilling to see reason?
He's very pious.
From his point of view, you're the one who's being stubborn. He seems to be a very pious man.
There's a difference between being pious and being deluded.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I like
all the
him.
better you're here.
I like him.
Let's discuss how we proceed. What we need first is proof to convince Arlen. As long as he insists on fighting that plague in prayer shrines, we cannot take any real action.
What kind of proof did you have in mind?
That remains to be seen. First of all, scout Leafshade's surroundings. Just like the Bloodburn, the infections don't follow a clear pattern, but all of them took place outside the city walls. I will mark the place on your map where the activity has been most extreme. Secondly, there's a human military outpost nearby. To investigate, you'll need to ask for permission to cross their borders.
Permission.
After the disaster in Lianan, the last thing we want is another breach of our treaty.
All right. We'll do our best.
Yes, and thank you. I appreciate your help.
Let's go.
Meanwhile,
Firstly,
Hammer.
yeah.
I was beginning to think these discussions were never going to end.
No, I didn't there. Let's go talk to the soldiers and see if they let us into their territory to find that proof.
Do you know one thing that annoys me is the fact that, you know, when they curse, when he curses, he says the same thing again and again and again. Like, rather than saying the elf's hammer all the time, I'd rather he mixes it up. I'm gonna sell that shield as well.